Hello guys, I'm Pablo Bolivar and we are here in the Smoke Laboratory and I'm going to show you my new track, Encore Une Fois, that's going to be released on Corporate. So this is my track Encore Une Fois, and it's part of my new EP on Culprit, and it's my favorite of the three tracks. And I want to show you how was the working flow. It's kind of this track have kind of like 6 months, 7 months, something like that. So most of the tracks of the parts are on audio because I use mostly hardware machines. So yeah, the main line it's during all the track that it's this synth line. That come from down, it's going up. So as you can see, is the sequence is on audio, but I think I saved the MIDI file here, if I'm not wrong. It's 40. So yeah, it's here, the MIDI file. I think it's this one. So yeah, it's triggering by through the Prophet, and I use the filter of and the noise of the Prophet because you can see. So basically, this is the main synth during all the track, coming up and down. Here is the audio with the sidechain that I pretty much like it, but I think I abuse a little bit of sidechain in my tracks. That is a thing I need to control a little bit, but it's my style. I like it. So another part that was kind of the keys part of the track is let's mute this or in this case, in this track, I use a kick drum, audio kick drum. That is not normal on my. It's not habitual on my productions. I used to put it on the sample machine, and then I use it. I can change the kick, but it seems like I really like the first kick drum I used. So all my drums on this EP comes from the analog rhythm, and I think it's the kick drums are super solid analog kick drums. Well, everything is analog, and I really like to put this pike up because of the noise, you know, when you record it through the mixer and all the cables and all the stuff keep a little bit noise there. So yeah, I like to put the sounds a little bit dirty. Also here the toms comes from the analog rhythm. If we there is kind of a bad connection over there, because if we put up the I can hear like other things that was played at the same time, like a hi-hat or something. Yeah. So yeah, the tom's also from analog rhythm. The clap. So this is the clap part, and yeah, in this case I used the drum rack to use 3 different samples at the same time. So because I like to do it kind of moving, you know, like not everything super quantized in the same time. So I loop this to show you. So yeah, 3 claps that, if you see here, are not really quantized, are moving maybe different, or maybe in the same place, to give it a more groove, more swing to the. So this is one sound, and it's kind of wood. This one is more. Oh, sorry. Yeah, all about low frequencies, not shiny. And I think I was wait. It was everything through the same EQ and the same auto filter and the same reverb. So if we take off that, and I remember at the end, this is it's modulating. You see the line is going more bright here a little bit, but not super bright, just kind of on the background. I don't want to, in this track, in this case, I don't want to have the clap really on the front. Yeah, well, the lexicon is during all the track. It's very soft. There is another one. It's a send on return is an auxiliary. So the lex is without this a little bit. And yeah, this is I use it a lot. This kind of dubby. From time to time, you open the send and send it to another reverb. Here is another lexicon that it's whole. It's a long one, no? It's more, it's a long tail. Yeah, so this is the part of the clap. There is another clap here. I call it clap also, but I think this one comes from the analog rhythm. Yeah. Yeah. It's with the this filter. If I take it off, if I mute it, it's a loop basic sequence, but I put the auto filter with the LFO, so it's auto moving all around. I mean, it's random with the rate here, so automatic. And both claps together do a great play. It's funny. There is another track called Clap that is from the analog rhythm, but this one is recorded and played at live. So it's, I think, yeah, it's doing. These ones go with delay, like a ping pong delay. I used is the H delay. I love this delay. It's the more dubby delay you can find in the Waves bundle. Yeah, also in this part I use the stereo imager to give it more image to the clap. Also, I use this auto pan to just to give the sound more movement. No, I don't like the flat sounds that it's a loop and all time is sounding like a loop. No, I prefer to use these filters to make the sound move automatically. Also, sometimes I put on an auxiliary. I use this delay, but it's custom. I customize it and I do it. I make it like a stereo imager. Also, a stereo image is sounding like this. No, so if I use this, it gives more image. Maybe you cannot feel it, but in the studio you feel it really cool. So yeah, at the end, these 3 tracks with claps makes a nice game together, huh? With the kick. So it's all moving around. And I think each time is different. I mean, there is not two moments in the track that the claps sounds the same. So yeah, this new track is the Shaker. I don't remember. Yeah, this is a basic loop I took from a library, so I skip it. Well, this is I use it for the hi-hats when I record the hi-hats from the analog rhythm. I use the EQ of Waves that cuts really cool the bright part of the heights. So I put it like this, and it's still keeping the body of the sound. So yeah, basically with rights, this is it. This is all together. Let me see. So far we have this. That is the drum part, no? Also another hi-hats from the analog rhythm. In this case, I put a little bit of sidechain with the kick, taking down this bright peak I tell you before. Also using this for cutting a little bit the bright part, and a little bit of auto panning. Also in this case I use the auxiliary I told you before, the stereo image, that if I take it out, now it's more here. I need to say that I prefer to use this, my customized preset, instead the imager of, of Logic or Waves. Yeah, this is a basic loop, nothing new, just to give it right, a drive to the, give it some drive to the track. And here comes the not nose. This should be noise. The noise hat that also comes from the analog rhythm. And it's a noise with a noise generator. And yeah, it's recorded live and modulated at the same time. So you can see how it goes up and down. Filter, high pass filter, low pass filter. Also, I'm using here the stereo, yeah, kind of the same. I use the same effects for hi hats. If I take it down, the same. Yeah, you see here. It's open and closed. You know, moving all the time. And the last part of the highs is this one, is the ride. 909 ride. Yeah, I think this is a loop I recorded time ago. So yeah, 909 ride is a 909 ride. So I think not only for drums, for melodies and synthesizers, you can see I'm really a classic guy. You know? I like the origin of the techno music, the 808, the TR 909. So vintage sounds like this synths, the mixer. So yeah, this is the sound I try to do, no? The classic sound, the classic somehow the classic feeling of, but in a modern way. So yeah, this is why maybe this the hats sounds like 808, but or also the sequences, the sequence are more classic. I don't know. I do what I like. This is the thing. So yeah, the next part, we have this noise here that really, I think I put noises down the tracks, no, at the back of the tracks always. So I like to do it a little bit dirty. You cannot listen it, but at the beginning you can feel the kind of the grain, the dusty, a little bit. I like to do clean productions, but at the same time I like to have something in the background, you know. So also with the kick, there is you take it off, the noise, keep it there. Also it makes a little bit of rhythm, no, because of the, it's a sound I used normally with the sidechain. Yeah. So next we have the main synth that is kind of the part of the bass frequencies of the track, and also the melody when the cutoff it's open. You can see here it's very bassy, Also, I equalize a little bit here. If you take off the compressor, a little bit up the heights to do it more crispy. Some delay also here. And at some points it's very crispy. So yeah, we have the main part, as I said before, and we have this other second synth part that is also with the Prophet, and it's the kind of the classic 90s touch, no, like a little bit trancey, with some dusty on the with the noise of the noise generator of the Prophet, and it's open. Here it's same. I think it's the same, right? Yeah, same color. Yeah. So yeah, I repeat it a couple of times, and I think it's enough. I don't want to put it all around the track. Another very important point in this track is this other Prophet sound that goes with some auto panning and some crispy with the highs here. It's more ambient. You see here the full sequence. So if I put it all like this, I bet that at the beginning comes from yes. So it's filtering up and up and up, and yeah, I think if you have a monster filter like this one, you should use it, right? Lovely sounds. Sometimes you need to search a lot, touching, customizing your sound, but when you find the right sound, it's marvelous. And as part of this melody, like combination with this in the drop, when the drop comes in here, well, yeah, something like that. Here it comes, this one. Oh, it's mute. Well, this one is the same sound as the Prophet before, and I put it on the sample player, and then you can do really cool things when. Wait. So I did kind of two notes, like up and down and up, and it sounds like it's like the response of this melody, huh? So if we put all these parts together, it sounds like they are speaking, no? Like. Here comes the response. So yeah, when I use it here, and I use the warp effect here to keep the same longitude of the sample, no, not to keep it and smash it in. If I play up notes, it's got super tiny, so I keep it on the warp. It's just a little detail of the track. And yeah, when I listened to this phrase here, that comes the response here. Yes. To do it different and don't repeat the same loop on the, forward on the on the track, I add an extra synth, an extra, just a little touch. That was this one. And again, the same loop here. So it happens just here in this part of the track. Yeah, not anymore. So I think sometimes it's enough, you know, just a detail. I like details, and even I think more on melodies, no? Yeah. So if you keep it repeating the same sample and again, I think it loses importance. No? So just here in the right place, the right sound, I think it's good. You'd see there is the sequence I record was longer, but I decided to keep just one. So I don't remember what is this, but yeah, with sidechain, of course. Okay. Yeah. So that was the winner. And keep it like this. So yeah, this is the only part on the track that is the full melody on. We can see here with all the drama. Oh, it's muted. And it comes all with the ride and everything. Another ambient pad, not another, just a different one. Also with the sidechain, the same chain of effects. Well, this time with ping pong delay, and are different. It's longer. Yeah, it's just to create some tension in this part of the track when the drop comes out. So the last part of the melody is well, is the last part, but actually is the first part. I need to create when I start to create music. When I start a track, I need to have some a lawyer who makes the track deep from the beginning, and then I begin to do the drums, to add the melodies, but I need always to have kind of a little this to get inspired somehow. So I use this, that is a part of the track that is not going so high, but just a chord. This is the maximum high that it's, but it keeps on the background. It makes it deeper. So yeah. Basic chord is the same one, different times. So yeah, for this track that have this main line that have this fatty flavor, and also this other chord, I thought it was enough for bass frequencies on the track. So if I put an extra bass line here, I need to cut this one, to cut the main melody. That I didn't want to do that. No, you know, it's like too thin. So I keep it here, and what I did is to add a simple tom that makes kind of rhythm sequence also, and a little bit of bass, but as you see, it's also cut it here. So they can play together, I think. Yeah, you can difference the kick, the toms and the melodies, also with this one. So different frequencies, I think they play together really cool. With the kick, also the kick, I used to use fat kicks. It's kind of my signature, they say. In this case, I didn't equalize the low frequencies, but sometimes I need to correct it many times. Yeah. So yeah, no bass line in this track. I think there is enough low frequencies. Yeah, I don't use nothing on masters. Well, at the beginning, when I start to make the track, I put the limiter to export it and keep right volume to listen in on my headphones or play on the car or on other sound systems. But as you can see, it's very clean. I don't use nothing. What I do for the mix down, you can see here the channels. So I mix in 8 channels. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8 in the master that I put on monophonic, kick drum, and the toms or bass lines. And the third and fourth, I use it for the claps sequences, the percussion. The fifth and the sixth, I use it for the hi-hats. And the 7 and 8, I use it for the rest, the melodies, the noises, and all the other sounds. So I mixed in 8 channels. I equalize here. I try to send it already equalize it, but if not, I can add cut a little bit the low frequencies, put a little bit more highs. This track is old. This is recorded on the same project here in Ableton. So I sent it on the mix through the sound interface again. For mastering, in this case, that is not my label. They mastered it on LA, I think. But normally I do all my masters for my label 7 Villas and Avant Roots. I do with Logic, and I use the max VCL of waves that the hardware is there. And sometimes if I want to do it more crispy or dirty, I use the Tascam to use the EQ of the Tascam, that it's kind of vintage, and I like it. And yeah, I think that's all. So that's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is gonna be out on Culprit, and so if you're not gonna be in touch, let's connect by my website or SoundCloud or internet things. So see you around. Ciao.